Alan never wanted to own a cuisine, but after discovering the huge gap in traditional African food in Nottingham, where the idea was first conceived, he decided to step in a bid to fill the gap.
The idea was that there was a very big, a huge gap in the market for African cuisine. And particularly, I was challenged in thinking, why were there not African food available on the high street or as a takeaway? What was the difficulties or the challenges? And I was trying to see how I could, address those issues and ultimately try to do something really.
Though the original idea was to satisfy the African community with his dish, today Nkono has customers from different communities coming to eat their variety of dishes.
We cater for a wide range of people, really. The idea was to be able to get, you know, initially we were targeting senior citizens because they have a lot of time and they are the one coming to the market most. But we find ourselves the demand from other communities. We have a wide range of people, really. 60% of people who eat at Nkono are English, about 10% who are Chinese or Southeast Asia, really, which shows that our range of food goes really across communities, and African people are also served.
Beef and spinach is an African stew that consists of the mixture of traditional African spice and fresh vegetables, a classical dish served by Nkono cuisine. The dish popularly known as eforiru, spinach stew in English, is a pot of stew with layers of flavor, indigenous to the Yoruba tribe in southwest Nigeria and neighboring country to Cameroon.
The beef spinach we made today is inspired from Nigerian eforiro, which is basically beef and spinach cooked in a thick tomato sauce. What we've done differently was really just to make sure that we produce a lot more gravy. We add a little bit of sourness to create a distinctive taste and flavor, which will really get us in the market as something totally different from what people are used to, and particularly to make sure that other members of the community can eat it without having to, for example, we don't add crayfish, we don't add a lot of things that normally you will find in the original Iforiro that you will find in Nigeria.
Nkono cuisine is a traditional African kitchen in Bolton Market. It was established 10 years ago by Alain, a Cameroonian from Central Africa, who learned how to cook from his grandmother.
I am Alain. Alain, I'm a chef here at Nkono Nkono, which is a project about promoting African contemporary cuisine, basically promoting African food, finding solutions for African food in a commercial setup, really.
To prepare this classical dish, Alain starts by heating a clean dry pot on the fire. He pours in his oil and waits for it to bleach. When this is done, he puts his beef one after the other. He leaves the meat to steam for 20 minutes without adding any ingredients or liquid. This makes the beef to proceed its own liquid and makes it moist. After it has steamed for some minutes, he adds salt and chicken seasoning with onion and garlic, then turns it for the ingredient to circulate. After the beef is well cooked, carrot is the next ingredient, followed by mushroom and spinach, which is the last to be added. He allows it to cook for 10 minutes more, and then the beautiful beef and spinach is perfectly cooked and ready to be served. The business has suffered challenges in regards to fund, which has stunted its growth from having branches. Alain knows that appreciation and support of the locals has kept him going. He might have limited access to funds, but the passion he has for his cooking and the smiles on the faces of his customers is why his business is still standing.
Funding for many smaller businesses is not only for Kono. I guess it's the same for many people. Funding has always been, looking for financing, all those kind of things and so on. It's always very difficult when you have a smaller business that could not possibly, find access finances very easily to develop itself. So it does create a little bit of slow in terms of your business development plan, and it makes it a little bit frustrating rather. Local people, it's Bolton, it is. I mean, there's nothing I can say about local people. Local people make this business thrive.